Whilst neighbours struggle with corruption and chaos, Botswana's story is a bit different. Its GDP has risen in line with the rest of the world, whilst Zambia, Zimbabwe and Mozambique have fallen behind. Botswana has prioritised stability and efficiency where it matters. The taxes on large diamond mines feed the economy and pay for healthcare and pensions. But this year, something happened no one expected. In November, Botswana's Liberation Party was swept from power by a charismatic lawyer. So why did voters decide they wanted a change, and what is Duma Boko offering to booming Botswana? "80% Tswana, a small population, a large arid territory, a fairly peaceful transition to independence. Botswana sidestepped the ethnic and political conflicts which trapped other African states. Then in 1969, diamonds were found. A company was created, part owned by the government and the De Beers Diamond multinational. For a while, the economy grew by 7% a year. Botswana's king and the Botswana Democratic Party provided political stability. The country was booming. But what was happening in the background? Although it ranked third lowest in Africa for corruption, there was a scandal in the 1990s surrounding the illegal sale of land. Then the BDP party began to break apart. In the 2010s, President Ian Khama and his successor, President Mokgweetsi Masisi, had a big disagreement. Botswanans watched these two political heavyweights fighting. Masisi reversed policies just because Khama had created them. At the same time, the price of diamonds started to drop. The production of industrial diamonds became cheaper and easier, making Botswana's rough diamonds less sought after. The government decided to invest more in tourism, but then COVID-19 hit and almost everything shut down. BDP has become famous for its infighting and slowness. Botswana's boom is still dependent on mining. The economy is unbalanced. 70% of the rural population work as farmers, but this only provides 2% of Botswana's GDP. Over 30% of youth are unemployed. Suddenly, Duma Boko, the outsider candidate, looked like an enticing alternative. At his rallies, he would listen quietly to people's problems and promise to address them. He seemed like a principled and caring person. On election day, even he was surprised by the size of his party's majority. It shocked me in terms of the numbers and the intensity with which people attended to vote. BDP graciously conceded defeat, and everyone looked towards the future. How would the new president manage Botswana's boom? Boko immediately signed a new deal with De Beers. He accused his predecessor of pushing De Beers to the limit, endangering Botswana's diamond industry. Then he turned to think about the rest of the economy, looking for a way to diversify beyond mining. President Boko has two big plans. Botswana still imports a lot of its electricity from the South African grid. To address this problem, Boko plans to invest in solar energy, a natural resource in dry, sunny Botswana. By 2036, the government hopes 50% of the nation's power will come from the sun. In the long run, Botswana should become an energy exporter, able to sell its power to neighbours, like Zimbabwe, who experience constant blackouts. Boko's second big plan is to increase the value of the agricultural sector, which employs so many people. Because the climate is so dry, only a few crops can be widely grown. Like energy, a lot of food is imported from South Africa. Instead of focusing on irrigation and food crops, Boko plans to encourage farmers to plant medicinal marijuana. The plants can also be used to make industrial-strength hemp rope. Less popular with some Botswanans has been Boko's decision to try and legalize illegal immigrants. Most illegal migrants to Botswana come from neighbouring Zimbabwe looking for work. Although the migrants can put pressure on state services, they can also grow the economy, and Boko is hoping legalizing these Zimbabweans will give a boost to the labour market. Many have skills in building and welding. Boko sees Botswana's booming economy as a ticking time bomb that needs to be adjusted quickly. He hopes that by providing power, internet access, and cheap labour, he will create an environment where young Botswanans can start their own businesses to help people to employ themselves and employ others. After 58 years, Botswanans have put their trust in an alternative, hoping for a change in direction, a leader who will raise Botswana to the next level of development and create a country which benefits everyone. Will Boko defuse the time bomb and maintain the boom? Perhaps the most encouraging part of this story is the fact that BDP graciously gave up their power. Despite its unbalanced economy, neighbours in Zimbabwe and Mozambique have watched jealously as the smooth wheels of Botswana's democracy turn. Check out Kupanda Digital Academy for information about international scholarships for Africans. And like and subscribe to the Africa Review for more videos like this.